All right, guys, so we're in my tomato patch, and like a lot of you guys, we are really far behind on our annual rainfall. Last I heard, weeks ago, we were over 3 months behind on our annual rainfall, which is brutal. Because at my garden, I was relying on, because I'm in a community garden, and I was relying on rainfall to top up my gardens when I couldn't get here to water. And this is the end result of that. Sorry about the plane. It's non-stop here. I'm right over a flight path and like 2 linear miles from the airport. So this is what happens when your tomatoes get infrequently watered. See that? So that's blossom end rot. So there's generally 2 reasons why this happens. 1, it's a lack of calcium, and 2, from infrequent watering. So what's going on here is I know I don't have a calcium problem because there's calcium in every single planted hole for every tomato plant. So that is definitely not an issue here. This is what's going on, infrequent watering. I get here on weekends and water. I was here yesterday. Took 3 hours to water this place, and it's still not enough. So I am losing my entire tomato crop. Everything's fallen off my plants. Look at this. This is what's happening. One after the other, after the other, after the other, right? I mean, it even starts off before they go red. So I'm losing my crop before they're even partially ready. See? Look, that's still on the plant right there. So now I'm going through all my plants and I'm pulling these off because I don't need the plants to try and put more energy into growing these until they're ripe, because sometimes they won't fall off. Sometimes they'll grow them right till they're almost ripe, but it's got that on the bottom. So these are no good to me. I mean, yeah, sure. I suppose I could cut the bottom off and maybe salvage the top, but it's not worth the headache. Now, saying that, as you can see, I'm not lacking any tomatoes, right? Like I have tomatoes everywhere. But I also, see, like right here. See what I'm saying? I'm just losing tomatoes all over the darn place. So I'm going through the gardens now, and I'm seeing they're just literally just dropping these fruit. See? Trash. 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 Oh, see? Everywhere. Look at that. I just picked that whole fruit set right off. Throw it on the ground. So I'm just pulling everything down into the center here that I can find that's no good. Yeah, right? Right off the plant. Right into the trash pile. So keep watering, guys. I know a lot of you guys right now are really getting hit hard by drought and extreme heat, and you really need to be on top of your watering. And tomatoes don't like shallow watering. If you're going to water them deeply, right? Get those roots wet. Don't water them super fast. Give them enough time that the water is able to just soak deep into the ground. Even if you only do it once a week, if you do a really good deep soaking once a week, you're far better off than just giving them a cursory sort of quick spray with your hose. Because if you guys ever spray them with the hose, right? If you want to see how much you're watering, spray everything down as if you normally would, and then get your hand in there, right? Get your hand into the ground and just pull the soil back and see how deep you're actually penetrating with the water from your garden hose. That's why I'm not a really big fan of watering with a hose, because it takes a while for that water to sink down into the ground, as opposed to if you're running, let's say, a sprinkler system or a drip irrigation or soaker hoses. Soaker hoses work great as long as you don't have more than 2 lengths hooked up, because then it just doesn't pump out enough pressure to the end. And with a soaker hose, it just dribbles out and it's slowly able to just sink down. That's why a slow rain over the course of a day is way better than a great big flash flood massive storm, because it super saturates the top of the soil and the water drips away. But we're getting close to harvesting. I'm starting to get some ripe tomatoes. So, uh-oh, look at that. Got a fallen soldier. Okay, so I just wanted to drop you guys some knowledge there on some blossom end rot and some options. So deep water is better than a quick daily cursory watering. That's your best option. Oh, and you see this guy right here? That's a cabbage moth. Those little bastards are not good for your garden. If you see those white moths flying around, see, look at, I've got one over there in my beans. This guy's over here, right? If you see those things and you're able to knock them out of the sky and kill them, do that, because they're going to lay eggs onto your plants and kill your plants. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for this one. I'll talk to you later. Green thumb out.